Hi, this is ZenCode, which is a learning-first coding tool that helps young developers and engineers to learn faster with their debugging experiences. ZenCode starts with three steps. It sets up the matrix, how the function calls with each other. It then asks the engineers and developers to set a test case, how the data flows, and then debug with their hypothesis. Without further ado, let's start it. So we first start with a calculator example. Does the system first calculate or code present the code map to understand how the function call with each other, how what's the color, what's the quality, and what's our sibling code in this code. And we have some if we have one specific interest into one function, we navigate to this function, and then start with the design contract. Basically, which means we start with some test cases. In this example, what are the expected input and output, and we add these test cases into the code base for testing and we set a hypothesis. The hypothesis for this one is the parameters should be numbers. And what we set here is what we expected. So instead of just asking Alan to fix it, we have our hypothesis understand what's happening. And around the simulation with some of the sample examples that we have. Um, so it asks the LM to execute this code in the backend and have the result back. So here are the results. We can see that the parameters should be numbers. That should be numbers. But then we have this specific part saying that there is one with a string. So after this, we run again to see if this hypothesis matches and fix the issues behind the code. Yeah, then it passed. So this is the codegen, which has a new debug experiences, which start with the understanding how the function flows, identify where the functions we should look at, design the test cases for these functions, set up our hypothesis as a breakpoint. So what are the expected inputs and outputs, and what are the expected assumptions for each function call, and then run it in the runtime to validate this hypothesis.